Hello viewers, so welcome back to today's mathematics class for this upcoming NECO examination. Here I have this question to solve for you in this video. So if it's the first time watch my video, do it to subscribe, like, hit the button in case what you have a video like this, then be the first to notify, and also share this video with your friends so they can have benefit for this class. Thank you and God bless you guys as you do so. So let's quickly dive into the solution of this. So if you'd like to join my Telegram channel or my WhatsApp channel or my message groups, if you have any question, you can let me know in the comment section. So let's go dive to the solution of this problem. Let's read the questions. The question is, a cone has a radius of 10 cm and a slate height of 26 cm. Find the figure 1, the total surface area correct to 1 decimal place. Figure 2, volume of the cone correct to 2 decimal place. Figure 3, angle of the sector that form the cone correct to the nearest degree. So we have 3 questions to solve under this question. Okay, so let's give to step by step on how to solve this question. So if you still remember this topic, whenever I solve question, I would like to identify the topic. This topic is under solid surface. Okay, we're talking about the area and parameters of a solid surface. So this question is from a plane shape, how to do the calculation of solid surface shape. So let's dive quickly into it. The first question under is a find the total surface area. Before I solve it, the step 1, let me try to illustrate what it means in a diagram. Let's draw the cone. So when you draw the cone, you have a circle. You have a circle. Don't mind when I draw it. You have a circle, and this is the point. This is diameter, the center of the circle, and the center. I said that we have a radius of it. So this is the radius. So here to this place is a radius. This is a radius. Here to this place is a radius. What does it mean by radius? A straight line that joins from the center of the circle to any point at the circumference, it is called a radius. And here we have a cone. So let me try the triangle. This is our cone. So let me try to draw it. So this is our cone. Start from this place. So the way I draw mine. So this is our cone. So here we have this. So if you divide into 2 now, this way, if you divide this space, let's draw a line. So we have a line from this for the center of the circle from this cone here. This is called the height of the cone. Here to this place is the slate height of this cone. And we chose to find the slate height of the cone is given as 26. So this place is given as 26 centimeter. Here are 26 centimeter. The slate height of the circle. Here is the height of the cone. Here is the slate height of the cone. Here is the height of the cone. So we're given the radius. The radius is called 10 centimeters. So here we have 10 centimeter here. We're given a 10 centimeter here. So what is the next thing to do now? Let's calculate the total surface area of a cone. Okay, the total surface area of a cone. Let's go at TS area of a cone. Okay, TS area of a cone is equal to, that is equal to your pi. Okay, pi r open bracket of r plus the length, that is what the slate, okay, the slate height. This is the formula of a cone. Of the surface area of a cone, you have the slate height, pi r open bracket r plus the slate height. So I'll be using, for the sake of this video, the time, let me say my pi is a constant value. Either you use 22/7 or you use 3.142 centimeter. These are the value. This is the constant value of a pi. Either use 22/7 or 3.142. This is the approximation way. But note that if you're given this question is to use 3.147,142, do not use 22/7. And if you're given 22/2, do not use 3.142. This is the approximation of this. This is the correct value, but when you're given this, it means that they have approximated. I get now. So I'll be going for this in this video, in the solution of this. So we are seeing the solution of figure 1, and here we have the area. Our radius is given as 10 centimeter. Radius of the cone is equal to 10 centimeter, and we're given the slate height is equal to 26 centimeter. So let's put it here now. Now we have the total surface area of a cone. The total surface area of a cone is equal to, we have a pi, that's 22 over 7. Okay, we have to be multiplied by the radius. Radius is equal to 10. We have the radius here as 10. So therefore we have 10. Okay, so we are open brackets. So radius we have 10 plus the length of the slate height of the cone, that is 26. So that equals to 20 plus 26. So let's go to the bracket. Now let's solve this. Let's for the first solve this bracket here. That's 10 plus 26. That's equal to 36. So therefore they be equal to, that is equal to 22 over 7. Okay, multiplied by, okay, let me say 22 times 10 here. That is give us a 202. That is 222 over 7 for this part. That is 220 over 7, and it is also multiplied by this open bracket 10 plus 26. That's equal to 36. So let's multiply this. Now let's multiply 220 multiplied by 36. So let's do the calculation, and there we get this multiplied by 36. That's equal to, with my calculator here I use here, that we have 7,000, that is 7,920 divided by 7. So let's divide by 7. What will be the answer? So let's divide by 7. So divide by 7, that will give us as equal to, that is okay, let me try to create, okay, let me write it here as 1,131 points. Okay, we are the point, that is 4, okay, 2, 8, okay, and let me say 6. It's 5, 7, something like that. So it still have a detail like that. But the question says that you correct this one to one decimal place. You try to correct it to one decimal place. Now, how do you correct this to one decimal place? Let me try to create space. Let me try to create space. So how do you correct this to one decimal place? Many of you are still finding it difficult to correct the number to one decimal place. This is quite very simple. So in this way, number before the decimal point, they are called whole number, but after the decimal point, they are called decimal numbers. Now we are supposed to find the first one decimal place. It means that the fourth digit here is our one decimal place. The second digit here is the second decimal place. Here is the third, is the fourth, like that to the last digit. So we are told to find the one decimal place. That means that we stop at this 4. So now the one decimal place of this question is equal to, that's 1,131. Okay, let me try to clean this so I can write it very well. That will be 1,000. That is 1,131. Okay, points. Okay, so this is our fourth decimal place. So write the 4. So consider the next number as random of number. This is 2. 2. If you write this number, 2 will be written down, because a number between 0 to 4, it is written down, and something written down is equal to 0. So when you add 0 to this 4, you still have 4. But if the number here is 5 above, okay, if it's 5 above, so if you round it up, it will be equal to 1. So 1 be added to this 4, this one becomes 5. But for the sake of this 2 is rounded down, so it means the answer is equal to this. So the total surface area is equal to 1,131.4 centimeters square. So that's the solution to this first question. That is Roman figure 1. So let's quickly dive to Roman figure 2. So let me try to solve it here. Roman figure 2. So to calculate the Roman figure 2, say the volume of the cone. So let's say the volume of the cone, like if you see as the volume of the cone, is equal to 1 over 3. Okay, we have pi r square h. That is the volume of a cone. So now, okay, so now if you still remember, I can know this is the volume of a cone. That's equal to 1 over 3 pi r square h. That is the volume of a cone. Now let's write the data out. The data, I use 22 over 7 here as my pi. So let me just write it out that the pi is still the same value we use here. Pi is equal to 22 over 7, and our r, which is the same thing as the radius we have, which is 10, because it's given the question. Radius is equal to 10. So let me try to write it out here so we can understand it better. That's 10 centimeter. Now the question, what is our height? H. What will be our h? In the question, height of the cone is not given. So if you look at the question here, the height of the cone here is not given. We are given the radius and the slate height. The difference between slate height and height of a cone, I've explained it here. The slide we have here is the slate height. Here is our height of this cone. So we're told to find this place. The radius of this place, this side to this side is given, and this side to this side is given. So if you still remember this form in a cone, this one will form a right angle triangle. So if we have it like this, so let me try to bring it out. So this place form a right angle triangle. So let's begin our right angle triangle. Let me try to draw it out here. We have it in form like this. So here to this place, that is the slate height. So the slate height is called 26 centimeter here, and here to this place is the radius, which is 10 centimeter here, and here to this place, which is the height of it. So if you want to find the height of this, so it means that you should remember this is a right angle triangle. The way I draw it, don't be confused. This is right angle triangle. In a cone, we have this part is a form of triangle. It's a full triangle here. This is the half of it of a triangle. No, the sum of an angle in a triangle is equal to 90 degree. Here you have about sum of the angle of a triangle is equal to 80 degree. The part side there, when divided into two, we have 90 degree. This is right angle triangle, and the second part also right angle triangle. And in this right angle triangle here, we're given the two sides. This side and this side is given. Now you're told to find the height this side. Okay, so what we use, that we call for this formula called a Pythagoras theorem, that says that square of the largest side of any right angle triangle, the square of the largest side of any right angle triangle is equal to sum of the square of other two sides. Okay, this side there is the largest. So if you look at the slate height here, is the largest. Okay, so that means that the sum of what the square of the largest side of right angle triangle is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides. That means that the square of this, which is equal to, so let me try to bring it out here, that will be equal to 26 square, okay, is equal to square of the sum of other two sides, that is equal to what is h what a square, okay, plus 10 was square. Now let me try to create this more space. So in this place now, let's do the calculation. I want to make h the formula, so you take this 10 to the other side here. So when you do the multiplication here, we can send our 26 square. 26 square is 26 square, that's equal to, that give us 676 equal to our h square, right? Plus we have 10 square, that's equal to what? 100. I get now. So next thing to do here is to collect the like time. So when you collect like time, it means that this 100 will come to this place. So now we have our h. Now h is equal to, that will be equal to 100 comes to this, that is equal to plus. This plus here, when it's come to this side, it returns to minus. So that is equal to 676 minus 100. 676 minus 100, that will give us what? 576. So it means our h square, that is h square, is equal to, that is 576. Now to get the value of h, the height, you have to take the square root of both sides. So this one becomes, that is square root of h what square equal to, that is square root of what? Of 576. Now this square, we count the square root here. Okay, now so therefore our h now is equal to, so square root of 5 so let's find the square root of 576. So square root of 576 now, so what will be the answer is equal to 24. So therefore we have 24 as our height, 24 centimeter. So it means that the slate height of this cone is equal to 24 centimeter. So let's put it into the formula. Since we're getting our height is equal to 24, our radius is given as a 10, and our pi is equal to 22 over 7. Then let's put it into the formula and then we solve it. So let me try to create enough space. So let's put it in the formula. We have the volume of figure 2. We are still in the volume of figure 2. That is equal to the volume of a cone is equal to, that is 1 over 3. Okay, 1 over 3 multiplied by, we have our theta. Theta is equal to 22. That is 22 over 7. Okay, multiplied by the radius square. That's equal to 10 or 10 square multiplied by h. that h is equal to 24, we just get here, that is 24. So let's do the multiplication, let's do the calculation here. So what will be the calculation here? So let's use the calculator for it. This one is 10 squared, that gave us 100. Okay, 100 multiplied by 222. Okay, let me say 1 times 22, that is 22. And when you say the 10 squared here, that's 100. So it means that 22 multiplied by 100, that is 2200. I also multiply by 24. So let's also multiply by 24. That is 52,800. So therefore, here we have 52,000. We have 800. So divided by, okay, 3 times 7, that's give us 21. So when you say 3 times 7 is equal to 21. So therefore, we write 21 here. So now let's divide it now. 21 divided by 52,800. So that will give us that 20. That is 2,514. That's 2,514 points. Okay, we have 28. Okay, 2857. That see how many number there. So let me stop at this place. But the question says we stop at what? Should leave our answer in what there's a 2 decimal place. We're told to leave the answer in 2 decimal place. So let's look at the in 2 decimal place. So if you look at the option, you can look at what we have here. So let me try to bring the pen out. We have 2 8s. This is 4 decimal place. This is 2nd decimal place. So it means that we have to stop at the 2nd decimal place at this 8. So now that will be equal to, we have in 2 decimal place equal to 2,514. Okay, 0.2. Okay, if you stop at this way, we have 8. So the next number is because that's divided of number, and this is 5. 5 is dividing up, and when something is dividing up, it's equal to 1. And 1 plus this 8, that gives us 9. So the answer is equal to what? 502,514.29 centimeters. So that is the answer to this question. The volume is centimeter cube because it's talking about the volume. So the answer is equal to 2,514.29 centimeter cube. So that is the answer to this second question. So let's go to the problem figure 3. And go to problem figure 3. Problem figure 3 says that to find the angle of the sector that form the cone. The angle of the sector that form the cone correct to the nearest degree. Now to solve this question, now if you still remember under this topic very well, we have the formula to calculate the angle of a cone is equal to, we have theta is equal to, where the radius divided by L, that is the slate height, multiplied by 360. Because the angle confirmed here, everything is the angle of the circle at a point is equal to 360. So that is why it is multiplied by 360. Now, let's put it down. Our radius is equal to 10, and our slate height is equal to 26. So let's put it into this, and then multiply by 360, and we get our correct answer. So we have a theta is equal to, that is 10 divided by the length, that is 26, multiplied by 360. Now, let's multiply it now. Let's do the multiplication. 10 times 360, that will give us what? 3,000. That gives us 3,600. That gives 3,600 divided by 26. So let's quickly use my calculator I have here to do the calculation, and then we get our answer. That is 3,600 divided by 26. That will give us 138 points. So let's try to give us that is our theta is equal to 138. Okay, 138 points. That is a 462. Let me lift that out. The 462. We still have many like that. But the question said that I should correct so the nearest degree. To correct what to the nearest degree. So it means that the nearest degree, they're talking about the whole number of it. So they are talking about the whole number of it. So the nearest degree is equal to this. So we don't need the decimal because the angle does not have decimal. So we don't need the decimal part here. So therefore our theta now is equal to, that is 138 degree. So that will be their answer to this question. So the theta, the angle form is equal to 138 degree, and that is the solution to this question, guys. So if you like the class, if you enjoy the class, do it to subscribe, like us, turn your button. In case what we have done video like this, then be the first one to find. Thank you, and don't forget to share this video with a friend. So if you need this picture or if you need the draft picture, and let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys, God bless you. So let's meet in another class for the next video. Thank you.